Dead in hip hop conversations. Dead in hip hop conversations. We're here with Night Wonder. What's good, homie? Peace to the age. Dead in hip hop. Yeah, because I totally understand where Ralph is coming from, and even where maybe a lot of the viewers of the show, you know, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear that as well about the convenience of it. Because, you know, when I'm sitting here making a purchasing decision between buying it on iTunes or going to the store to get it, I decide, okay, do I really like this artist enough to have a physical copy of it? You know, because I still show my support through iTunes. And then, like you said, if something happens, I mean, I think either way it goes, if something happens, you'll still have a copy of the album. You'll have a copy of the project. But there's a convenience of saying, oh shit, fuck it, this shit was deleted. I can re-download the shit and I'm there. And it's accessible everywhere. So there's the convenience factor there that comes with it. But at the same time, growing up, you know, the way we all grew up, there's also that feeling of going to the store and buying it and holding it and putting your money down. And yeah, I was in a discussion with somebody a couple of weeks ago about an album, you know, just randomly in the store. You know, like, yeah, have you heard that? Or you should check it out. You know, so you kind of miss those interactions when you buy stuff from the store. Like you say, you just go to Twitter. Yeah, I just got this, and oh, how is it?
Or you Instagram it or whatever.
You know, and you know, it's like 140 character reply, and if all of us are mentioned on a tweet, it's less than that. Or, you know, so. But, you know, for me, when it comes to physical, there are some stuff I like to do that, to have physical, because I like the way my collection looks. I like the way all those CDs look stacked up. I like the way my
stacked up.
You know, in the CD
on the shelf.
In the CD shelf. I got like shelves, and then I got some on my dresser. And then there's some that are actually stacked up in a corner somewhere. But I take all my shit out. My shit's in a booklet, and my shit's in the booklet. I mean, shit, you collect your shit the way you collect yours.
Why you taking that out on the Gatorade?
So, you know, but that, because I used to transport my shit like from Brooklyn and shit like that. But, and then, you know, I have the vinyls on the shelf as well. But, you know, but yeah, I think for me, it is that old school feeling of buying a physical product, buying an album. And when I go find old albums, I go to the record store and I'll be looking for some old shit, you know, that my dad may have had on vinyl, but that I may have seen in his collection, the old Ohio Players and Parliament and George Clinton, you know, shit like that. Because I like having that shit. Like if something new comes out, I want to get that shit on vinyl because, hey, I just like the way the shit may look in my collection. Like when my kid grow up, he might like take the shit. Oh, that cover looks dope.
Oh yeah, the personal interaction with the record. The guy at the record shop was just, it was still cool, man, because he was just like, yeah, man, you still look the same, except you just got a little beard, not a little, call me Little Bill, because that's my dad's name and shit, because he think I look like my dad. But yeah, just that personal interaction, man, was just so awesome. I'm glad I started my vinyl collection, and I know some record shops, based, you know, thanks to Mike and everything that I go to now. Yeah, man, ain't nothing like the physical, man. Ain't nothing like having the physical copy.
No, it isn't, man. And
I still got my original shit, man, like Wu-Tang and my Tribe.
But why do you have them? Because you can always look back at those and say,
and I can remember when I got it. I can remember what I was wearing when I got it. Like, just everything, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I remember, man, like, fucking kind of haircut I had when
doesn't it mean a little bit more? I don't know. Again, I'm not speaking for anybody but myself. It always feels like it means more to me. Like when I buy something, like this means something because I had to go and physically get this. Versus I might download something and totally forget about it. Because there was no work involved whatsoever. It was just this. And I walk away. It's like there's nothing connecting me to this. But the last 5 CDs I bought, there's something connecting me to those.
Like, I remember the feeling I felt like when someone recommend me a record,
right?
Or something, I listen to it and I love it, and I'm like, damn, thanks. You go back up there and you talk to me, you're like, yo, this track.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this shit was, man, that shit when they went to that track 10, that shit was dope as hell. Like, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
You don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that from Twitter, man.
But you know, that's why, you know, every once in a while when I get a chance, I like going to News Music because they, you know, they like the guy there. God damn it, I can't remember his name, but he'll recommend some shit because they got a lot of eclectic, like neo soul type shit that's in there, man. Like the Afro Minnows and shit, like DJ Jamal put together.
I don't mean to cut you off, but another point, like when you go to the record store, and like, no, I'm just saying, when you go to the record store and then like someone know the type of music you listen to, they be like, yo, I got some shit you want to listen to. Check this out. And you be like, all right, cool, listen to this shit. Bam! I remember when the dude at the record store had put me up on Jerry the Damager, Sunrise in the East, and he was like, "Yo, you like this shit, B?" you gonna like this dude. Now I listen to that shit, like, man, this shit is dope, man. It's, you know, it's pretty.
I mean, but we kind of still do that now, though.
It's different though, man. Like, because it's so personable, man. Like,
right.
you know, when the guy knows what you like, when you come there so many times, they're like, look, if you like this shit, you gonna love this shit, or if you like that, you gonna like this shit too. And you go home and listen to it, you buy it, you be like, man, thanks, like, good looking out.
It's human interaction connected to the music, and that's really important. And that's what we're losing. We're losing that human interaction that connects you to an album. I think that shit's really important. Like, I wish that kids grew up that way, because I think they might actually appreciate music a little bit more than just, oh, this is fun to listen to.
Just another example, going back to going to a store, because I think we are.
His name. You say you sorry.
Yeah, but I think we, you know, I think we're gonna find ourselves in a predicament pretty soon, because a lot of the stores are closing and going digital. And you know, and I think going to the stores and having those recommendations, it's like when you go to a music store, more than most of the time they have listened to damn near everything that's in there.
Yep.
What's that store we go to? That the comic book store that we go to? Bungie. When you go in Bungie and TJ would ask him, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Every single time he asked the question, that guy got a response. Right. It don't matter what book it is in that store. He knows every single thing, and he will go into a certain level of detail that he can't find on some forum somewhere.
Yeah,
not to get off topic, but you just mentioned like books. Same thing with people I know that love to read books. They hate this digital.
Me too.
Thing now.
Kindles and shit.
I was talking to Michelle. She was like, I cannot get. She was like, my friend had a Kindle. I cannot get with no Kindle. She was like, I like to have a feeling of a book. Yep. I like the smell of a page.
She's so
I was like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, not to get off topic, but it's not
off topic. It's the same thing, because it's still media.
We was just talking about this like last week. She was like, yeah, I could not get with no Kindle. I love having a book. I like I said, like, she liked the way it smelled. Mm-hmm. Everything. Like she likes going through the pages, just everything. Reading
and
the author.
Again, there's a connection to it.
Right? Think about CDs and cassettes, because they have a certain smell
to
it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
records.
Yeah,
you know,
records.
I remember soon when I crack open a CD and put it in. As I'm listening to it, I'm reading the critics.
Exactly.
I'm looking at producer. I'm looking who wrote it, who mixed it.
Now what are you doing? You're double clicking a PDF and hoping it loads fast enough for you to read it while you're
reading the special things too.
Oh yeah, I used to read because to be honest with you, sometimes certain artists, like if you never heard of that artist, like my boy, he got up on Nas just because of the fact that Wu-Tang was fucking with him. He was like, oh shit. These niggas fuck with Nas fuck with Wu-Tang? Oh, I'm about to listen to these niggas just based off that, just reading the special thanks and the shout outs and shit. Like, hell no, he shot this nigga out. Oh shit, he shot this motherfucker out. So like reading the book, and as I'm listening to it, you just, oh man, yeah, that was crazy. That was part of the fun of getting memories, boy. That's some damn memories.
It's all memories, and it's like there's no memories connected to music anymore. So you just lose a lot of it. Because like when you put an album on, like when I put on, remember I was telling you about the first cassette that I bought with my own money. When I put that album on, even though it's no longer on cassette, it's on my iPod, it immediately takes me back to like 9th grade. Yep. Immediately. Because, you know, that was when I bought it. You know, I was going through a lot of different shit at the time. It just brings back all these fucking memories. But when you just have a digital album, it's like, what memories could that possibly bring? I mean, maybe people have better memories than I do. And when they download something, they remember it. But I don't remember when I download shit. I could not for the life of me tell you the first thing I downloaded. I couldn't, because there's no connection to it. There's nothing. It's like when you buy a CD, you're part of that. You're part of that moment. Like when a CD comes out, like when who were we talking to that was like, that one year was great because 36 Chambers came out and other things came out.
Was it
Kyle? Yeah.
So I was like 93, my best
year. But why? Because you know, when you bought those albums, you were part of why those albums were huge. Because you were contributing the money to that movement, right? Like you were a part of the culture. You know, you remember that because that you were part of it.
I remember too.
An MP3 can come from any time.
You know
when you buy a CD and it says on the back, you know, 1978. That was when that shit was made. But an MP3, you don't know where the fuck that came from. There's nothing connecting you to that. Nothing. It's just like an empty feeling. There's no emotion connected to it.
Because we have a young audience, I know there's going to be a lot of people. We're going to have some comments about buying physical copies. So, but Mecha Kid is young himself. Like he's in his super early 20s. And, you know, he buys and reads books, but he buys physical books. He doesn't download books. And I just wanted to kind of get you know, his thoughts on why he does that when in this day and age he can easily go download a book, or you know. So I mean, if you have some thoughts, man, I mean, why do you go buy a book versus downloading a book? Because books are now available digitally.
It's like having my own personal library. Going back, like Mike said, I have my own personal connections. I have the money, I earn the money, I go out and buy the books. I mean, besides, I like holding it. It's just something about holding it and flipping through the pages and going back and rereading them over and over, rather than having to, you know, go through that whole hassle of having a credit card, swiping it, you know, putting in all my credit information just to get, you know, something I can go to a store and pick up. I mean, plus I go there and talk to friends and I get criticism from everybody else in the store. I may recommend it to some people who are walking around, even kids who are like, hey, is this any good? I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. Pick that shit up. Your dad ain't got it for you. What the fuck? The pride.
See, that's the beauty of it, man. Going into stores.
That's the part.
I mean, regardless of everything goes digital, I'll still buy a physical. I'm not converting over. I like having physical copies. I mean, I have hundreds and hundreds of books, just like y'all probably have hundreds and hundreds of CDs. Thousands. Yeah.
It's a good feeling walking into your apartment and seeing your entire room is nothing but music.
Nothing but what you love.
Nothing but what you love.
Exactly.
Versus, again, I have stacks of hard drives. What are on those? Oh, it's my music collection. Really? That's your music collection? Wow.
That's your electronic.
That's your electronic collection. I don't know, it's just weird.
I do take my shit and put it on there, but you know, I still got my physical, and that's just so I can put it on my iPod or my iPhone.
Right.
That's about it, though.
So how do you feel like? Because I know you said you like the physical and you have memories from it. How do you feel about this whole digital age? Because you.
Oh, I thought you.
Because you didn't really say how you felt
feel about the digital age.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I think it's just more just an organizational, you know, issue. I think people just rather just not have stacks.
I mean, with you personally.
Oh, I mean, it's all right. I mean, if stuff only sell digitally, then yeah, like Section 80, no choice but to get it. But most time, I mean, like Nas, I wouldn't have brought that when we was about to do a review for that. You know, ASAP Rock got that. You know what I'm saying? So artists, I genuinely support. I'm going to still buy it. I still have the CDs that I purchased of artists that I love.
Oh, so you had a physical copy of Life is Good?
Yeah,
oh,
I got a physical. Life is Good, Skeleton, you know, all the artists that I'm Cancer for Cure, everything. I mean, I purchased it. When I say I purchased it, I purchased it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Killer Mike, still want to get that vinyl though.
I do too.
I know, I want to get that joint on vinyl. So yeah, I purchased. I mean, I'm fine with digital. It's all right. I mean, I like I said, I love the memories I have when I buy a physical copy. I love listening to when I'm listening to an album. I love reading the booklet, looking at the credits, everything. I just like the connection I have when I buy a physical copy, CD, and now vinyl. Just getting my vinyl collection up real good. Digital, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, yeah, it's okay, but I prefer physical. If I just had a preference, I prefer physical, but digital, I don't have a problem.
In the sense that, you know, I'm with technology, and I kind of see where they're going and what they're attempting to do, but you know, and I'm kind of like split in the middle. So I have no problem with the advancements in technology. You know, I still connect with my digital collection, but I take my physical, convert it to digital, and I like to kind of, you know, I like spending time adding the covers and making sure the tags are right and stuff. So there's still kind of a connection to the library, but the connection is an extension of me buying it from a physical. And if they're, you know, so if it's only available on digital, yeah, I'm gonna be mad as hell I can't get the physical. But I have no issues with it, you know, and I like the way, you know, the fucking iTunes library looks cool when you shift, you know, from album to album. So, but again, you know, it starts with me going in the store and buying a CD and going from there. But eventually, at some point, you know, we will be forced, you know, to buy physical, more digital than physical. In about 2 years, they're already predicting that they're going to get rid of. Shutting CDs, so they're gonna stop making CDs.
How many times have they done that? They've said that for the past 6-7 years. It's bullshit.
They said it last year. It was supposed to start last year, but
because there's always gonna be people like me.
But they're gonna press up just like vinyl. I think it's gonna go the way of vinyl, where they press up a certain amount of copies for people that want the physical.
That's fine.
You know, but as far as the mass producing of CDs, I think we're gonna see a decline in that. I think we're gonna see a decline in it. So.
That's already here. The decline is here.
But preference.
The future is now.
Come on, Obama.
Well, you know, the first things first, man. Is, you know, do what you feel makes you feel good about music. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's physical, digital, whatever. First and foremost, for me, my preference is digital for the sake of convenience. Like B said, you know, organization. You know, I've had a whole bunch of CDs and, you know, tapes and stuff, and it's, I don't like clutter at all. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but digital is just so much easier for me. It doesn't get stolen. You know, I've had stuff stolen from the house. You know, it's just easier. I like the fact that I
Get your ass out the hood.
I like the fact that I have my entire music collection at my disposal on my phone. You know what I'm saying? It's just something for me that connects me to my music library. Everything that I want is at my fingertips. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's something that is invaluable for me personally. So for me, digital, man, hands down.
I completely understand Raphael's point, 110%. It's just with me, music is different. I get something different out of it. I don't just get an audio, you know, audio enjoyment out of it. I get feeling, I get emotion. I think that just going digital, you know, when you have stores that only sell digital, all they're doing is they're just moving products. They're moving an item. They're selling merchandise. When you have a record store, I feel like they are part of the culture itself. They're defining the culture. They're promoting the culture. And I need that, and I miss that. I miss the human aspect of the musical purchasing process. So yeah, I'm 100% physical. I prefer physical over anything. I have nothing against digital, because like I said, I have 3 iPods. But all of those, like Ken said, it all comes from the purchase of a physical copy. You know, I need that. I can't do.
About that life.
I'm not about that digital life. I don't think that there will ever be a complete eradication of physical copies. There will not, because there's always going to be nerds like me and my friends who purchase shit because they need to have a memory, an idea, a feeling connected to this. I don't have kids. I have my cats, I have my records, I have my CDs. You don't experience kids through an idea, you experience them through touch, through seeing them, through feeling them. I need to feel my kids. My records and my CDs are my children.
7 seconds.
Gigs or
I'm done.
Kids.
Hot damn.